Okay, hey, I was 14. It was the summer when I was 14. I was blossoming. A lot of my friends were blossoming, my close friends. Until then, I was always a tomboy. Another phenomenon was happening at the same time. It was on television. It was a rock and roll band made for TV, the Monkees. Some of you may not know the Monkees. Look them up on YouTube. It was a really corny TV show about a rock and roll band that lived together, and it was just very corny and silly, but all of my friends were crazy about these guys. There was Davy Jones, the little guy that did all the singing. Every girl was crazy about him. Knows my height. I couldn't go for Davy. He was way too short. Knew I didn't have a chance with him. But I was crazy about that drummer, Mickey Dolenz. He just stole my heart. And this was not like me. I'm a tomboy. This was not something that I thought I could fall victim to, but I was in love with Mickey Dolenz, the drummer. So much so that I just wanted to watch every one of the TV shows, but couldn't do that at my house because my mom, the one black and white TV, she bashed it in because we watched TV too much. So we didn't have any other televisions. I always had to go to a friend's house to watch this show. And also stayed overnight a lot at other girlfriends' houses because they always had private bedrooms, and I always had to sleep with my sisters or someone, there was always a bunch of kids in one room because we didn't have a big house and a lot of kids. I was the last one, and my mother kind of gave up after me. It was like, I was on my own a lot. So I spent a lot of time at my friend's house, and I grew further and further in love with Mickey Dolenz. When it came time for them to come to Philadelphia, a concert, my girlfriend and I knew we had to get tickets to go see this, so I had to do the dreaded babysitting jobs to make the money, and I did. We came to the day that they went on sale at the box office at the convention center in Philadelphia. And we went down there, we took a train or something, got down there, and we bought our tickets, and we thought there'd be this incredible line to get in to get tickets, and nobody was around. So we bought our tickets, paid cash, and the whole place was open. And we thought, we can check this out. We went on stage, and it's like, this is where Mickey Dolenz is going to be playing on the drums. This is where Davy Jones is going to be singing. And then we found our way backstage. It's like, they're going to be backstage. This is where they will be, here in this area. And then we found the backstage door, and it was like, we're in. We know how they're going to come in. So we pulled out from our pocketbooks some eyeliner, and we wrote on the walls with lipstick, I love you, Mickey. We initialed it, we put big hearts. We thought, we're in, we're golden. They're going to walk in, see our names. We're in. They're going to find us. They're going to find us. So in anticipation for this concert, we made our own dresses, and yes, mini skirts, mini dresses. We made our dresses, and we got ourselves all dialed up for the big show. And I convinced my mother to get me a pair of new sandals, something that was not something we did in our household. We had 3 pairs of shoes: your dress shoes for school, your play shoes, and you had your casual shoes. That was it. That was all we ever had. And this was like a big convince Mom to get these sandals. So I now had my new sandals, I had my dress. The day the show comes, we have it all set up. My girlfriend's brother's going to drive us into the city. Came with a hitch. We had to go to his Pentecostal church somewhere in the city first. He wanted to give us a little religion and then drop us off. My mother was going to pick us up. So the day is there. We sit through the whole Pentecostal thing, people speaking in tongues, the whole bit. We have to meet everybody, the meet and greet afterwards. It's just we're all anxious. We want to get to the convention center. We're going to wait for the concert to start. And we had hours and hours and hours. So we went to the back door, right where we knew we were going to be, because they were going to come in the back door, and we wait. Did not expect that every other girl was going to be at that back door too. So there was just like this mob of girls all in the back door, and we waited and we're just hanging out all day. And every now and then the back door would open and all the girls would be screaming, oh, oh, and it would be the custodian. It's like, get out of here, get out, get away from here, girls, you're not allowed to be back here. And he'd close the door and some of the girls would disperse, but we never would. We would not disperse, we were staying. We knew we could stay there. A few hours later, we're still there waiting. He'd open that door again and there'd be like a bigger crowd, everyone would be screaming. It's like, no, no, get out of here, girls, get away from here, you're not allowed back here. We stuck it out though, we stuck it out. And finally the big truck came and all the guys that set up backstage were coming in and oh, the mob was crazy, the girls were screaming, it was just like getting wilder, it was getting, just the anticipation was so crazy. That custodian opened that door one more time and he goes, I told you girls to get out of here. And it's like, we worked our way and it's like, do you see the writing on the wall? Do you see the writing on the wall? And he goes, yeah, who did that? I said, we did that. He goes, get in here. We're in. We're in. We're in. We were in. We're like, we're standing there. He gave us a bucket and a rag and we had to clean up the wall. But we were looking very good that day. Remember, the mini skirts, the sandals, we were all dolled up. The crew, the stage crew, noticed us and brought us in, and they let us look around at the equipment. I touched Mickey Dolenz' drums. It was too much to handle. I touched his drums. I walked around and sat on the stool that Mickey was going to play that night. It was overwhelming. It was just like the best moment of my life. And the stage crew actually invited us back after the show, which was just, we're in, this is the best thing that could have ever happened to us. So we go very, very, very positively out of there and go find our seats in the concert. It's starting, we're a balcony seat, and the stage is very close to us, but we're up high, and the concert begins. The stage opens, the monkeys are there. And they start playing. Every girl is screaming and crying, and looking around like, what is this? Who does this? I mean, why are they doing this? I didn't get it. I just didn't get it. Thought they're never going to get their attention this way. They should listen to them. What are they doing? And then I had a brilliant, brilliant moment. I thought, how will I get his attention? I took off my sandal. I take out my eyeliner and I write, Mickey, I love you. And I sign it and I throw it at him on stage. Brilliant. This is brilliant. It's perfect. It's all going to work. I'm going to go backstage. He's going to have my shoe in his hand. He's going to see I'm the girl with only one shoe on. Bring it over, slip it on my foot. It's like the Cinderella story retold. It's flawless. This was a brilliant, brilliant idea. The rest of the concert, I am just anticipating, when is it going to be over? I have to meet my Mickey. The concert ends. We go to the back door, the downstairs door, and so does every other kid there. There's thousands of girls trying to get to the back door, and the cops and all the guards are there, and you can't get in. You're not allowed back here. Go home. You're not allowed back here. But Mickey has my shoe. He has my shoe. Now get out of here. You're not allowed back here. We never got backstage. I hobbled out. My mother's waiting for us, and I had to explain the shoe being stolen. And to this day, I know Mickey still has my shoe waiting for me. If you're out there, Mickey, and you see this on YouTube, it's me. It's me. Thanks.